Let's settle it. It's probably the biggest question on everyone's mind in 2025. When it comes to the work you do every single day, who's actually better? The latest and greatest AI or a seasoned human professional? Well, we decided to find out.
We've set up the ultimate showdown. We're putting GPT-5 head-to-head with a human expert to see who really comes out on top in a series of real-world challenges.
And we're not talking about hypotheticals. We're talking about 5 tasks you probably do every week. Dealing with tricky client emails, digging through spreadsheets, writing blog posts, building slide decks, and yep, even debugging some code.
To make it fair, we had everything blind judged to find one definitive winner. And let me tell you, the results might not be what you expect. So let's get into the rules of the game.
Okay, first things first, the rules of engagement. We really wanted this to be a fair fight, a realistic test, so we could get a super clean result.
So here's how it worked. Both our Human Pro and GPT-5, which was running inside Microsoft Copilot, by the way, got the exact same client brief for every task. They were on the clock with the same time limit, and this is the most important part. The final work was sent to judges who had no idea who made what. So no biases, just pure, honest results.
And we are off. Round 1 kicks off with a scenario we've all been in, responding to an unhappy client. The job was to draft a reply that smoothed things over and clearly laid out the next steps.
Okay, so GPT-5 was lightning fast. I mean, it produced a polished, professional response in seconds that ticked all the boxes. But the human delivered something else. Their email was warmer, it was more personal, you could actually feel the real empathy coming through in the words.
And while both responses were good, the judges agreed that human touch made all the difference. Point 1 goes to the Human Pro. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. After round 1, it is 1-0 for Team Human. But hey, this competition is just getting warmed up.
All right, round 2. This one might actually surprise you. We're shifting gears from the art of empathy to the cold, hard science of numbers. The task? Analyze a messy sales dataset and pull out the key trends and risks.
And this is where the tables completely turned. Our human analysts, they did a good job, but they were definitely slower. GPT-5, on the other hand, just ripped through that data. It pulled out the main insights, and get this, it spotted a tiny but crucial anomaly that our human expert missed entirely.
For its incredible speed and that superior insight, the winner for this round goes, decisively, to GPT-5.
Let's check that scoreboard. And just like that, we are all tied up, 1-1. Now we've got a real contest on our hands.
Okay, we are now heading into the final 3 rounds. With the score tied, the pressure is on. This is where the whole thing is going to be won or lost. Let's see who can pull ahead.
Round 3 was all about creativity. Write a 500-word blog post. GPT-5 gave us a perfectly structured article, complete with cited sources, but the writing was a little dry, a bit robotic. The human's article had way more personality, a much better flow, though it did need a few tweaks for clarity. The judges? Well, they were torn.
And for the first time in this challenge, we have a tie. Both brought something unique to the table, so the score stays locked at 1-1 with 1 tie. It is all coming down to these last 2 rounds. Next up, round 4. Create a 5-slide pitch outline. And here, the AI's superpower, raw speed, was just impossible to ignore. GPT-5 spit out a logical outline with visual ideas almost instantly. The human, they developed a more creative story, a better narrative, but it took way longer. For pure, unadulterated efficiency, the win had to go to GPT-5, putting the AI in the lead for the very first time. And for our grand finale, a technical test, find and fix a bug in a Python script. Our human developer found the bug and fixed it no problem, but GPT-5 was just on another level. It was faster, it found the error, suggested 2 different ways to fix it, and explained the logic behind its reasoning. Just a dominant performance by the AI to close things out.
So, after 5 intense rounds, the competition is officially over. Now it's time for the final verdict. And, maybe more importantly, what this all means for you and your job.
The final score, including that 1 tie, is 3-1.
And here you have it, the final scoreboard. With clear wins in spreadsheets, slide creation, and coding, the winner of our challenge is GPT-5.
But, listen, that score doesn't tell the whole story. This was never really about humans versus AI. The real point, the thing to take away from all this, is that it's about which tool is better for which task. It's about tasks, not entire jobs. And our test shows this perfectly. AI absolutely shines at structured logical work, analyzing data, finding bugs in code, knocking out a solid first draft. But humans, we still have the edge where empathy, nuance, and strategic context are key. And it's not just us saying this. Global experts like the World Economic Forum and the International Labor Organization, they all agree. AI is going to augment far more tasks than it will ever fully replace. The real winners in this new era aren't going to be the people competing with AI, they're going to be the ones who learn how to direct it.
So the big question is, how do you become that person? How do you learn to direct the AI? Well, we've put together a super simple, actionable playbook you can start using like today.
Here it is. Step 1. Identify. Find one repetitive task that could save you at least 30 minutes a week. Step 2. Instruct. You've got to write great prompts. Treat them like mini project briefs. Give the AI a role, some context, and clear rules. 3. Execute. Use tools like Copilot to bring it all together. 4. And this one is absolutely non-negotiable. Review. Always add your human judgment on top, especially if a client is going to see it. And finally, 5. Demonstrate. Show your team the results. Share the time you saved.
In fact, you can put this whole thing into practice with a quick one-week sprint. For the first couple of days, just pick your task and time how long it takes you now. Then, run the AI process right alongside your old way of doing it. By the end of the week, you'll be able to measure exactly how much time you've saved and share some real, concrete results.
This is exactly what we're all about here at FutureLens. We don't just talk about the AI hype, we cut right through it with real-world tests to give you practical insights that you can actually go and use.
And that brings us to our final question, and this one's for you. Based on everything you've just seen, take a look at your own to-do list. Which one of your daily tasks would you trust to an AI first? Let us know. Thanks for watching.